Welcome to Imperial Chatter. I am Gabe, your host.
And I am the Senate.
We are Imperial Chatter, and welcome to another fantastic podcast. First, on the agenda, we have a little verses going on for you. So,
Sounds good.
you want to get us started off?
So this one's kind of an equal one, I'd say, but I feel like with Return of the Jedi, he would kind of come on top. It's Luke in a starfighter versus Anakin in a starfighter. And I would say Luke would
Really?
win in this.
Really?
Yes. Because, well, actually, now I'm thinking, because Anakin has the Jedi Interceptor, and that's like a really fast ship, and it's really powerful too.
Well, we'll just put them
But
both
the
in
X-Wing-
X-Wings because that, to make it
Okay.
fair, But Anakin
I
did
think Luke
blow
would
up
win.
the almost the entire separatist blockade when he was 9 years old. So
Well, Luke, without even touching a ship, he blew up the Death Star.
yeah, but that was when he
But
was
I guess-
19. He had like 10 more years,
So, but I guess Luke kind of used the Force too to help with the proton torpedoes. And actually, there's a deleted scene of Luke going in the first time to shoot the proton torpedoes, but he missed.
Oh,
And you can tell by the comm link because Wedge said take the shot again, but they left the line in there, but they took the scene out.
oh,
So
I didn't see that. Is it on Disney Plus, the deleted scene?
I don't think so. I don't think they ever like finished the CGI and everything for it. So
Because you can go on Disney Plus and click the and see all the new stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
that was number one. Number two, Bo-Katan versus Mando with the Darksaber. Brent?
I'd give this to Mando because just from what we've seen from The Mandalorian season 1 and 2, and then Clone Wars and Rebels, I honestly think Mando would take the upper hand here. He's
Really?
so much more skilled in combat. Yeah, because
Yeah,
we
but
see him.
Bo-Katan is
even
what?
he even fought against Ahsoka in season 2, episode 5 or 6.
Yeah, but if he
fought
had
against Ahsoka,
the Darksaber, he still would have
won.
lost. Everyone loses to Ahsoka. She's just too OP.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that probably makes sense.
Okay. I think honestly, Bo-Katan she survived the Clone Wars and both the Death Stars.
That's true.
She survived the Clone Wars and the entire Imperial regime.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I honestly think they're gonna kill her off at the end of this series. She's probably
Honestly,
gonna die.
I when during the Mandalorian season 2, episode 8 or chapter 16, the rescue, when Moff Gideon shot Bo-Katan, I honestly thought she died because I heard the thud and then I didn't see her for like the rest of the time until Luke came in and I was like, is she actually dead?
I thought it was me with that. It was like that. I didn't think she was dead because she had the Beskar. But Hunter, man, I thought he was dead.
Yeah, that next one. Oh, I honestly think Hunter versus probably like 5 Dark Death Troopers. That'd probably be a fair fight because Death Troopers.
I think I have something like that soon here. Next up.
List. Actually, this is my list right here. I got a list. Okay.
Next up, it is Vader with all his limbs versus Jedi Grandmaster Yoda at 500 years of age.
500 years. That means he's 50. So that'd probably be like prime Yoda there.
No. That's when he died. 500 years you reach. Look as good you will not.
He said 900.
Oh, 900. I meant 900. I'm sorry.
Okay, 900. I think I'd give this to Vader because Vader.
Obviously, because Yoda's on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make it a little easier. Yoda training
Episode
Luke.
2.
Episode 2, Yoda versus
Episode 2. When he fought against Count Dooku.
man, Yoda landslide. There's no way.
Yeah, Yoda was just like Yoda was on
Dancing?
ketamine the entire time. Man's just danced around and almost killed Dooku.
Yeah. No, Dooku ran. He's like, oh crap, I better skedaddle.
If Yoda didn't save Anakin and Obi-Wan with like the force with the falling rock, I'm pretty sure he would have been able to take down Dooku then.
Yeah. And then that gets rid of two problems, you know? You get rid of Count Dooku and you get rid of Anakin. The two problems with one, kill two birds with one stone. Literally.
Yeah, and then Sidious. Actually, technically, it'd be 3 because Obi-Wan would be there too.
Yeah, but every problem has a solution. The final solution. Sorry guys. Don't take me off YouTube for that. Please don't. Okay.
Next, I'd say.
Well, I have a list here.
probably-
Remember, get your phone out.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, get your
Oh,
phone out.
I am on my.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so next we have Wedge versus Obi-Wan, both in X-wing class starfighters.
Starfighters. Okay, I have. Okay, yeah. I have the list here.
Who wins, Trent?
Wedge versus Obi-Wan and Starfighters? Okay. See, Obi-Wan, he says he hates flying, or he says flying's for droids, right?
Yeah.
But he's a really good fighter. He's a really good starfighter pilot. God, this is hard because Wedge is also a really good pilot. He survived the entire Imperial regime and the First Order regime.
And he was at both of the Death Stars when they.
And he was at the destruction of the Final Order fleet.
Yeah.
He was in the Millennium Falcon gunner seat.
Yeah.
This is actually really tough for me. Probably Wedge.
Really?
Probably Wedge.
I thought you were gonna say Obi. I think Obi-Wan. They're both in X-wings.
Wedge.
I guess if they're both in X-wings, Wedge does have the upper hand because he's familiar with that shit.
And originally he was in, because from pretty sure it's Rebels. He was originally in the Imperial Academy, but then he left to join the Rebels. I think that's in Rebels. I'm not sure.
Well, in the deleted scene, no, I'm thinking about what's his bucket? Luke's friend who dies from the first Death Star. Mustache
I don't
dude.
think it's.
Mustache dude.
Pork or whatever his name. Porker. I don't know.
Oh no. The one bad guy in Star Wars, and they name him Pork.
Yeah. There's Hobby. I don't think it's Hobby. I think it might be Hobby.
Give me 1 second.
Dak. No, Dak died in episode 5.
Dak.
He died in.
No, he was in Hoth.
Yeah,
One
he died
second.
in the snow speeder. Okay. Let's see. What other matchups do we have?
It's Biggs.
Okay, Gabe.
Biggs.
I got the best matchup next.
No, his name is Biggs.
Biggs. Okay.
And then Jet Porkins was the guy we were thinking of.
Yeah, he's the fat guy.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know how he can fit in that small X-wing seat. Okay, the greatest matchup of all time. It's not Raven versus Vader. It's not Palpatine versus Vader. It's R2-D2 versus Rey. Who would win this fight? R2-D2. Man's almost beat Yoda in a fight. If only Luke didn't say give him the flashlight, he would have beat Yoda. R2 just too OP, man.
He's kind of savage. The way he took down those two super battle droids though? At the beginning of Revenge?
Man's just covered them in oil, just fire.
Yeah, but Ray, she kind of swings her baseball bat around, you know?
Home run.
Yeah, we're big sequel haters.
Yeah. If you like the sequels, you can stay, but we don't like it. We don't like the sequels.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If I had
Okay.
to change one thing about the sequels,
Be the writing.
I'd make
It'd be the
I
writing.
make FN 2187 Finn the main character, the Jedi,
Oh yeah.
and give Ray like the Leia job, you know.
Oh yeah. That'd be great. But who's next?
Crosshair,
Should
Teth,
we-
and
Crosshair.
10 Death Troopers versus the Bad Batch.
Crosshair and 10 Death Troopers versus the Bad Batch. We kind of saw that in episode 7, I want to say. No,
No, it was 8.
8. Yeah.
But they were normal. They were normal guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just the.
They were regs.
Right? It's honestly hard. Because Crosshair, Mance has prestige aim. But.
Did you see?
10 Death
He
Troopers-
missed. He missed. When they
Yeah,
were
that's
coming
true,
out.
that's-
Yeah, they were coming out of the ion engine.
Engine.
He shot at Tech and he missed.
I
And
kind
that
of
was
want to say that
before
was
he
on
got
purpose.
fired. You know.
I kind of want to say that's on purpose, but not really.
I'm
It wasn't
saying
really-
that's him fighting the chip. Because that was after Omega's like, fight it, Crosshair. It's not your fault. And I think he was fighting it just enough to miss.
Yeah, my man just jerked the rifle and then he just went. Oh,
You
know
think
what my
he's gonna
question
turn
is?
into Darth Vader? Basically.
No,
Like
no.
well, because he had breathing masks on the entire time we
Yeah.
saw him after the fire. Even
I feel
when he was chasing the Bad Batch in their Imperial shuttle.
I honestly think they'll just
Still
bring him
wrapped
back to
up like
Camino and just
Dengar.
patch him up.
There was this rumor floating around about how Crosshair was actually Dengar, and that was Dengar's. Yeah, it couldn't be because we saw him in Clone Wars. He was
you know who else
flirting
we
with
saw in
that
Clone Wars?
Ventress. Huh?
Do you know who else we saw in Clone Wars?
Who?
Bosk. Bosk versus Mando, season 1.
Wait.
Honestly,
Versus Mando?
yeah, versus Mando from season 1 though. Like first episode, right out the intro
Bosk.
canteen.
Bosk.
Yeah, Bosk is pretty ruthless, man. Trandoshans be like.
Yeah.
We also saw those Trandoshans in episode 3, I think it is, of the episode 2, when he's going back to his ship.
We also saw Tryandoshans fight Ahsoka a couple times, and they bit the
Mhm.
dust.
Yeah, because she's a Jedi, bro, or was a Jedi.
Yeah, I've got a good one here. We done with this one?
Yeah, Bosk.
Rex versus Hunter.
Okay, I'm gonna be biased with this one. Rex is my second favorite clone.
Who's your
But
first?
Cody. Sorry, but Cody. I like Cody.
Really?
Yeah, I like Cody. I like Clone Wars Cody. Revenge of the Sith Cody is just like, yeah, just kill Obi-Wan. But Clone Wars Cody, I
We
like
need to
Clone
see him. We need to see Cody in all his imperial glory.
There's getting a little sidetracked, but there's this, the new Imperial transport coming out, the Lego set with
Yeah.
the 2 stormtroopers, the yellow stormtrooper and the guy from Mandalorian, Grief Karga.
Yeah.
There's people saying there's this guy and he made like a meme and he said, you guys wanted Imperial Cody, so here's Imperial Cody. And it was just the guy from the troop transport set.
And he's yellow?
Yeah. I honestly, okay, because Hunter has his tracking ability where he can track electromagnetic signals. I honestly will give this to Hunter.
We are in a flat arena, like a coliseum, like a Roman
Okay.
Colosseum, and there's like rock outcrops for cover and stuff. But it's just a flat arena. No
Okay.
running. Which is really
No
bad
running.
for Cad Bane. You can't run away. Which is really bad for Cad Bane.
It's also bad for Count Dooku and Grievous.
And Grievous.
Anyways.
Time to abandon ship.
Oh, Clone Wars Grievous from season 7 looks so good. Oh, that
Season
one.
7?
Yeah,
Season
because he was in
2003.
you know, from
2003, he's
the
pretty epic too.
yeah, he's really strong. But from season 7, the first episode of the Siege of Mandalore, where it was that intro scene and it showed him for like that 1 second, he looked good. But then in the Bad Batch from the first episode, it showed him more because of the animated version of the opening of Revenge of the Sith.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Hey everybody, rip Grievous in the chat, guys.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
Actually, nah, Grievous sucked. No,
Okay, which actually
because
brings us to our next one, which is the 2003 Clone Wars Grievous versus Rogue One Vader.
okay, 2003 Grievous can take on like 4 Jedi at once, and just with 2 lightsabers. That's not even all
Kill
4.
him.
That's just 2.
Kill them all, except
Yeah,
one.
Man's took out Shaggy, that one alien guy. He almost took out Shakti and Alea Sakura and Kia Di Money. That's 5 Jedi. Oh my gosh, 2003 Grievous. Yeah.
Vader, I mean, look at that. The hallway scene.
But
If you don't have a
okay,
hallway scene, you're not epic. Luke has a hallway
okay,
scene. Vader has a hallway scene.
but Gabe, remember,
Solo has a
when
hallway scene, kind of. When he's screaming at the stormtroopers.
oh, from episode 4.
Yeah.
But remember when Shakti, when she tried to use the Force against Grievous in the hallway when they were protecting the Chancellor, whenever she tried to use the Force, he'd jump off and like dodge. So
Which
chose
is
2003 Grievous.
what she learns to do after you battle Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
General Grievous. Shorter than I expected.
Asthma increases. I feel like that means whenever he takes one step, his lungs just collapse a bit more.
Well, you know how he collapsed them. I mean, in 2003 Clone Wars,
Mace
like,
Windu would like just go, and then he's like, and then dies. He just dies there.
Excuse me. Hey, Trent, next one. Go ahead and read it for us.
Lando versus Leia. Lando versus Leia. This is actually Lando. Okay, which Lando and Leia are we talking about? We're talking about Lando from like Solo.
5.
Episode 5.
Both of them are from 5.
See, Leia. What did Leia do? That was good.
She had the Force.
Yeah, that's true. But she didn't really know how to use it in episode 5 because she didn't know she was a Force.
She didn't even know she was a Skywalker.
Yeah, she
thought she was.
Organa.
Yeah, what a loser.
I mean, if you count adoption as technically being family, then she is an Organa. But
yeah, I'm still saying Lando, and I'm not against. I'm not against adoption. Everyone who's adopted, don't click away because I said that. But yeah.
But we are against women. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. We love women. Wait. We tolerate women. That's better. Anyways, the next one. Let's see the next one, senor.
2003 Mace versus Yoda. Episode
Mace
2.
Bro, Mace jumped off a building from Coruscant and landed. Mans could jump off the Empire State Building into the ocean and survive.
Don't forget him karate chopping super battle droids.
And when he hacked the vulture droid and like steered him with the wires.
But yeah.
That was pretty cool. But 2002 Yoda, or Attack of the Clones Yoda, he was pretty decent. I honestly think that Mace Windu would, just because of how much he knows about lightsaber combat and that he can do Form 7, I think Mace Windu would win.
Okay, which actually brings us to a side question. Did Mace survive the fall?
In episode 3, we saw what he could do in 2003, the 2D micro series. I think yes. I think so.
No, like yeah. You
In
think he
episode 3,
survived it?
I think
I'm
so.
kind of on the fence about this because I don't really want him to like show up in. I mean, I want him, if he did survive, he should show up in Obi-Wan in Kenobi.
Yeah, and
He should not show up in Mando.
No,
I think he
that'd be
should
him.
die in Kenobi.
I think that. Excuse me.
Or Endor.
I think that Obi-Wan should be like trying to find Jedi, but the Inquisitors are also finding Jedi, and like he runs into like this the fifth brother or whatever, or the Grand Inquisitor, and like they fight.
There's only two Inquisitors that we don't know the fate of, and that's the third brother and the third sister. I'm kind of hoping the third sister is what's her face, who betrayed Ahsoka and got her excluded from the Jedi. Forgot her name.
Oh, Barriss.
Barriss,
I hope
yeah.
she appears in Kenobi. I hope she appears in Kenobi, or Ahsoka. Don't forget about the Ahsoka show. I feel
the Ahsoka show, we should definitely see Barriss. At least
this thing I saw.
At the least, we should see her in a flashback.
There's this theory I saw, and it was that the Mandalorian is in one timeline and then the sequels are in another, because in one timeline where Ahsoka dies in her battle with Vader, on, I don't remember what it's called. It's in Rebel Season 2, where she dies there. It goes to the timeline of the sequel because she doesn't hear Grogu's call and she doesn't try and find him, or
she's dead.
She doesn't. Mando doesn't go to her, so they don't go to Tython, and then Luke doesn't hear Grogu's call, and so the Empire gets Grogu and uses his DNA to make Snoke. But then in the timeline where Ezra saves her from the world between worlds, it turns to Mandalorian Season 2 because he finds her, goes to Tython, and he rescues Grogu, hence stopping the process of cloning Sidious into Snoke.
My problem with that, because we already got an EU expanded universe, Legends. We already got Legends, and we got a canon. What would we call this one? Canon it's extended.
Extended canon, EC.
It actually might not be bad.
Yeah, I like that, dude. That's good. I didn't come up with it. I don't know who came up with it, but shout out to you. I got a problem with this instructions manual. It's making me mad because it shows the entire set. Oh, you guys, shows the entire set, but that right there, that's the circle where Sidious's chair is supposed to be, up there on this like branch here.
Probably gonna get from YouTube for that, but don't kick us, please.
Don't copyright us, please. Don't copyright claim us. It's just
Harrison Dula versus Obi-Wan, both in A-Wings.
Hera's an amazing pilot. She
could beat Poe, who had the most on-screen kills of any person in Star Wars ever.
Chopper, he had over 5,000 confirmed kills. Wait, let me look it up. How many kills did Chopper have? Google, how many kills did Chopper from Star Wars have? The total tally is 19 confirmed direct kills, 49,997 estimated indirect kills using sabotage, and 20 estimated kills using explosives. He also killed 3 fellow astromechs and 1 other droid. Man's killed over 50,000.
And do you know what the other droid is?
No?
The the protocol droid that morphed into that giant robot guy when they were on the Rebel homeworld. He was
I haven't seen
so
it.
the Empire sent out protocol droids. I don't remember. It was like season 3 or something. And on that desert, on their desert Rebel base, it was actually probably like season 5 or something. But
There's only 4
then
seasons, Gabe.
so the Empire sends out a bunch of these special droids, assassin droids or whatever. They're like new or whatever. We don't get to see them except in that one episode. So they send out a bunch of these droids and they hit the ground. And then you see like they go all over the galaxy like they did with the Imperial probe droids on Hoth. Except they hit the ground. This protocol droid walks out, you know, like C3PO, but in blue.
Okay.
He walks around. They go into the Rebel base. He's like, "Oh, what's this?" And they're like, "The Rebel base." And as soon as they said that, his eyes go red, and he like you know how in all those movies where like his arms pop out and he gets bigger and bigger, you know, and like the machine clunking sounds and stuff, until he's like this giant robot ATST thing, and he's blowing up the entire Rebel base, and that's who Chopper kills.
Power Rangers?
Kind of.
Is he Voltron?
Yeah.
Next.
We never answered the question.
Oh,
Harry,
yeah.
Hera
versus
or Obi-Wan?
I'd say Hera.
I'm too much of a ginger hair fan, man. I say Obi-Wan Kenobi wins.
You're a loser. Daddy Wan Kenobi. That's what some people call him, not me.
Cal
I call him
Kestis versus Kanan Jarrus.
Kanan Jarrus versus Ezra.
So,
I mean, not
there's two things. We're gonna do Cal Kestis and Kanan Jarrus Rebels era, and then we're gonna go Caleb Dune versus Cal Kestis Order 66.
Okay, here's one thing. Wouldn't Cal Kestis be around like 30 years old in Rebels? Because he's around Kanan Jarrus' age, because they were both kids during Order 66.
Yeah.
We
don't see him. He's got the most Inquisitor kills.
Yeah, he does. He has second sister, ninth sister.
And the brother. Whichever brother that was. Maul comes in a close second with 2. He just chops their heads off. The sister and the brother. Yeah.
He also stood his own against Vader pretty good. He was pretty good.
Pretty good. He literally got choked out, thrown down, and then he ran away with his life.
For being a young Jedi, I'd say that's pretty good at holding your own.
He survived. He survived against Vader.
He survived, so that means he's good.
We shouldn't say he hold his own. We should say he survived, because that's not the same thing. Yeah.
He survived. So he's better than 90% of the people that face Vader.
Yeah. Okay, now Order 66, Caleb Dune, and Cal Kestis.
I just again say Cal Kestis because
Caleb.
He'd
be looking pretty fire though in that Clone Wars animation.
Oh wait,
and that's the only reason.
Order 66. This is actually okay. No, I honestly think Caleb Doom. I'd still play Cal because of how I have Cal. No reason, just Cal.
Okay. Next up, we have Season 4 Ezra versus
That's-
Kylo Ren.
Season 4 Ezra versus Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren killed Ren, the leader of the Knights of Ren. Ezra, who did he kill?
Well, indirectly.
Who did he kill? A couple stormtroopers. Who is important that Ezra
He killed an Inquisitor.
He did?
Yeah, there
He
were
helped
3
kill
Inquisitors
Brandon.
with Maul. Maul killed 2, and Ezra. Well, Kanan beat him up, and then Ezra came back and killed him.
Yeah, there's. I don't know. He helped defeat the Grand Inquisitor with the help of Kanan. He killed the Grand Inquisitor with the help of Kanan. But that's with the help. And he didn't really do much. He fell down and got a scar.
Trent,
I don't know.
you told me to say Prime Revan versus Vader.
Okay. Vader. Revan's pretty strong. But Vader's just stronger.
Who do you think?
I think Vader. Darth Vader. Father of Luke Skywalker, daughter of Anakin Skywalker.
He's just too cool. Revan's just too cool, man. The purple and the red. If they bring Bane in, but don't bring Revan in, I'm gonna kill the entire Star Wars thing.
Darth Bane.
He's like, he's gonna go Rogue Vader on them all. Like,
we should go, guys. Darth Nihilus versus Darth Vader, or Planet Eater versus Sad Boy. Anyway, who is after those guys? Why do I still have Chopper's death count up?
Clone Wars Season 7 Maul versus Luke Mando Season 2.
Okay, that man took the Dark Troopers and cut them open like butter. He like.
Question is, was Luke Season 2 more powerful than Obi-Wan in Rebels?
Question. That is true. I don't know.
I say no.
Yeah. Honestly, I have to give this one to Luke. Luke, in my opinion, is the strongest Force user, without including the Wills or the Mortis people. Those 3. I honestly think that he's the strongest Force user.
Luke.
Yeah, Luke. That man's had such a deep connection with the Force. He even almost found Exegol. Luke. I feel like Luke could go against almost anyone and win.
Okay, coming to the next one. This is a biggie. This is a hard one. I thought this one over for 30 minutes just to see how to word it just right, so it makes it so impossibly hard to guess. Entire Imperial fleet versus Admiral Akbar saying it's a trap.
Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Man,
That's what like in the sequels, as Admiral Akbar's honorable death, that's what they should have had him done. They should have had him done. It's a long like he should have a long monologue, and at the end she go, "May the Force be with you," and then hail the like, you know how he light speed through the First Order ship thing. You remember that?
Yeah.
He should have this long monologue with the rebel fleet, and at the end you should say, "May the Force be with you," and then he hails the Imperial or the First Order Super Star Destroyer, and he should go, "You know what this is? You know what this is?" And they're like, "No, what?" He goes, "It's a trap." Hey Trent, this one's yours.
Sorry, Gabe. What was that?
This one, next one's yours.
Okay. Mando with the Darksaber
Yeah.
or Mando season 2 Ahsoka? Okay, like we said earlier, Ahsoka would win because of script writing. But if we put them inside a comic or a Legends comic, yeah, and Mando knew how to use the Darksaber. Well, I honestly think if Mando had practice, he'd win against Ahsoka. Because with the Darksaber, since it's or no, what? Yeah, Mando. I think Mando would win.
Mando?
Yeah, Mando.
All
Hands
right.
down.
Next one is Qui-Gon versus Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay. Now, Qui-Gon. He's probably not the, but one of the strongest people connected to the Force. He found out how to become a Force ghost. He honestly
partly.
he disagreed with the Cancel. He disagreed with the council on why they should interfere with the wars. Mans was probably the smartest person on that council, but not the strongest.
Mando.
Hmm?
You said Mando. You said Mando's probably the strongest person on that council.
No, I said Mans. Mans is probably the strongest
Oh,
guy on the council.
okay. Nice save.
M-A-N-S.
You know, he wasn't actually on the council. He
Yeah,
denied.
yeah,
Denied a
he
spot.
denied it just so he could like. Oh, just a second, Gabriel.
I guess today's right now is a good time to talk about a sponsor. But if you think we should have a sponsor, let me know. I'll have you. If you want to become a sponsor for this awesome podcast, let me know in the comments. In 4. Remember, Force will be with you always.